I'm Reverend Patricia Caginello, and I welcome you to the Sacred Stories Publishing Author Summit. Today we're speaking with Reverend Kiah Abendroth. She's back for her second appearance because she is co-author in one of my favorite books of all time, Scanning for Signal. So welcome back, Kiah.
Thank you so much, Reverend Patty. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm just thrilled. So let's show the cover. Show the cover of this amazing book. And it is Scanning for Signal, and then just raise it a little bit so they can see the image, because on the bottom that is an actual Wi-Fi symbol. And the Wi-Fi symbol is very coolly made out of leaves, right? So Kiah, talk about why the book is called Scanning for Signal, and I'm going to read the prose in a second, but why we did the Wi-Fi symbol out of leaves, what that cool symbolism is.
Sure. So we came up with this concept collaboratively in our group of our 4 authors. And the idea was to find that sense of searching for connection that comes out in our culture in so many different ways. And one of the ways that we find connection and search for connection is online through the internet. That's a big connector. And that symbol of the Wi-Fi symbol, we have varying levels of connection. Sometimes the connection is poor and things are fuzzy. And sometimes we have a very clear, bright connection. We have that full Wi-Fi symbol. So it was a great reflection of our modern day searching for signal and connection.
And the book, thank you. And the book is anyone could read it and just derive so much from it, because the short writings I feel are super powerful and relate to everyone. However, it's really the idea of the book is targeted towards millennials and young people, right?
Yeah.
And we had Caitlin Abendroth, Kiah's sister, and Evan Corey, the other 2 co-authors. They came up with the idea of the Wi-Fi symbol for the book based on actually one of Caitlin's short writings. And so I want to start us off reading that, and then I'm going to ask Kiah to read some of her favorites, and we'll talk about, more about the essence of Scanning for Signal. So does that sound good?
Yep, that sounds great, Patty. Thanks.
One of my favorites in the book, even though they're all favorites, so many hearts locked away in our time, password protected. Perhaps the rare seekers should get a tattoo of a Wi-Fi symbol, just so we know who is open for connection and scanning for signal. I love it. That is where the title for the book came. That is where the idea of the Wi-Fi symbol came from. And I think that really, really encompasses the feeling or the essence of the purpose of the book, right? Is that outstretched hand to others that are seeking. So Kiah, read your first one and then talk about it. I asked Kiah to read 3 because the book is a progression. It's a progression from feeling a little lost and confused, maybe a little angry, maybe a little just kind of not really sure what's happening or where you're going, through progressively feeling more connected, more at ease, more sure of yourself or confident, or in relationship and so forth. So I asked Kiah to read 3, and it'll be a progression of the writing so you can see how the book works. So Kiah, tell us the first one. Tell us why you chose it, and then please read it for us.
So this first one is a poem that I wrote several years ago that captured a moment where I had a shift in my awareness. And something that I always found fascinating was that I didn't actually intend to write it in a poetic way. It was just the way it came out. So I just wanted to remember it, and I went to write it down. And I think in part because of what was going on for me, it just came out as a poem. And in this part of the journey of scanning for signal, it comes somewhere in the middle of the book. And it's that place where you're maybe in a really deep place of searching, and there's starting to be a glimmer. There's starting to be a glimmer of something, of a connection, and you're starting to have insight. So this work is called Forest of Mirrors. I'm walking through a dark forest. I'm chasing after someone, a girl. She radiates with warmth and light, beauty and joy. I look nothing like her. My body is colorless and pale. My dark, lifeless hair clings to my back, wet. Then I see her. I race forward, groping desperately for her arm, but my hand hits something hard instead. In front of me, battered and worn, is a mirror. I spin around, assuming she's behind me, but no one is there. I'm alone. I always have been, alone in this forest of mirrors.
I think everyone can really just kind of feel, really feel the depth of the writings and how relatable they are, though, right? When you're reading, I think most people have been in that space. And what we wanted to do was share spaces we've been for others to know that they're not alone. They're not alone, and to help them move through and find their connection too. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the next one, please.
So next, I really enjoyed the imagery in this one, and coming from that place of the forest of mirrors where you're starting to realize that what you're seeking is really yourself. Now you can start to draw in the support of all of the life around you and realize that life is working to support you. As we arrive in our place of need, comfort has already been awakened in the heart of creation. We may stand at the edge and look out for answers. And far away beyond where we can see, they've already been sent. Sent to you on tiny clouds and parachutes, on the backs of bumblebees and dragonflies. They're on their way.
I love the imagery too, and I'm glad you picked that one because I think it's illustrative of the different writings. Some are very short; they're only a couple lines. They're very direct. Some have a lot more imagery and a little bit more playful, like that one is. Some are very deep and profound, and you can feel the hurt in them, And so it mixes it up enough that I feel like it's really keeps your interest, right? And speaks to the different moods or places we could be.
Yeah.
Points.
One of the things I just adore about any book like this that has small works is that I can pick it up like on my way to work before I even leave and just open the book and be like, oh, what does life want to say to me right now?
Exactly. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to just pick it up and I'm going to read whatever life wants to share with us. And then then you could wrap it up with the third one. So let me just. Okay. So life wants to tell us now. It is in the darkness when our eyes are closed that we heal. Do not fear the darkness, for it comes with rejuvenation. It comes to aid the light.
Aww.
I love every one of these. There's not anything that I don't love. So, okay. So your turn. So your third favorite. This is further in the book, and this was actually written by Caitlin, right?
Yeah. So this one is by my sister Kiah Abendroth, and I thought it was a perfect one for today because I'm here in Kauai, and it uses a little bit of the ocean, and now we're moving towards the end of the book where we're really experiencing a sense of connection. So I hope that you can experience that sense of connection too through this very short little image. Let me be free to dance in the sea, with garments of sunlight draped around me.
I just feel like we just need to pause and just let it kind of sink in because it's just so beautiful. And I just, I just want to just mention one thing we haven't mentioned yet. The book starts off, there's so many beautiful things about the book, but the book starts off with a letter right? It's a letter from the seeker to God, source, the universe. It says whoever you are. So you know what? Let's do this if we can, Kiah. I just feel like this would be a really beautiful way. I'm going to read the opening letter from the seeker, and then you read the response at the very end of the book. How is that? Okay. So just to give you more about how phenomenal Scanning for Signal is, Scanning for Signal, it starts off with a letter from the seeker. It says, "Dear God, the universe, source, whoever you are, would you help me? I don't know where I'm going. My heart is reaching out, the broken pieces of me, falling down like dust. Can you help me? There is no way to find you in all of this darkness."
Dear sweet one, there is a way to find me. I am already holding you. This darkness is my arms, the rhythm of your heart, my love. I can help you always when you call. So gently lie yourself down. The ground is my caress. Rest here in my arms, for now and forever. Love, God, the universe, source, whoever you need me to be.
Scanning for Signal, honest to goodness, is one of the most beautiful books, seriously, that I've ever read, and it is an absolute honor to be associated with it, to be associated with Kiah and Caitlin and Evan, the other co-authors, and to offer this to everyone, to offer it to the world, to offer whoever is seeking. It is available through Sixth Choice Publishing. It's 20% off through November 30th, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever. But if you know a young person, if you are a young person, if you are a person of any age, this is an absolute beautiful, beautiful book to help you know that you are not alone, to help you find that outstretched hand that Scanning for Signal is, to find your connection to self and others again.
Yeah.
Right, Kiah?
Yeah, thank you so much, Reverend Patricia. So appreciate collaborating with you on this book and this opportunity to get to share our collective wisdom with each other. It's such a great time to do that.
Yeah. Super, super, super important and a real honor. So Kiah, share with everyone again your website where they can find you if they want to connect.
Sure. You can find me online at www.revkiah.com. That's REVKIAH.
And everyone who's online, quick shout out, type in the queue, say hello. We would love to give a free copy of Scanning for Signal to one of you, but you have to say hello in the queue or like the broadcast so we know who you are and we can contact you. So Scanning for Signal, must read, must have, seriously, for everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Rev Kiah. And until next time, bye-bye.